Last year was one of the hardest years of my life, and I don't often show up to this channel in a vulnerable way, but I feel like it's important to be honest and share other things that are happening other than just traveling and going to nice cafes, because I'm hoping that this video might help someone that's going through something similar. In the last year, I feel like I have gone on a complete journey of transformation. My whole life turned upside down, and I had to learn to rebuild and fall back in love with myself. And it's been a beautiful journey. Now that I feel like I'm a year later, I can really appreciate the growth and the things that I've had to go through to get here. But yeah, it hasn't been easy, and I, from the other side, want to create a video for any of you guys that have been experiencing heartbreak or grief or just starting over. I wanted to give a message of encouragement to just say that it does get easier, and I know that that is super cliche, especially when you're in the thick of it. When you're in the trenches, you think that you're never going to get through, you don't know how you're going to see another day, but step by step you will. And falling in love with yourself, falling back in love with your life and reclaiming things is so powerful. I feel like I've been on that journey the last year. I'm still in it. It doesn't end. And if I could just offer any of you a little glimmer of hope, that's what I want to do in this video. So keep watching, and I hope you enjoy a little different style of video from me. So I had a feeling within me for a little while that I wanted to take a solo trip to reconnect with myself, which is why I drove to Sidemen. I didn't want the pressure, I just wanted some space to breathe, space to feel, and to be with whatever was still lingering within me, because whilst it's so easy to get lost in distraction, sometimes healing needs quiet. Sometimes you need to step away from the noise and just remember who you are underneath it all, which is why this journey was so important to me. So I just drove almost 2 hours to Sidemen, which is in East Bali, to be in nature, and I'm going to tell you more about it later, but I am on my way now to go and do a jewelry making workshop, silver making, and I'm hoping to make a really cute ring. I've seen it before on TikTok and stuff, and it looks cool, so I'm going to drive there now. Should take about 7 minutes. It's very nice having my own scooter here. Haven't done that before, like driven myself this far out, so yeah, we're having a little adventure for the next 2 days. Yeah, having like a little self-love adventure, but I'll talk to you more about it later. Let's go to the jewelry workshop. There's something strange about starting over in your 30s. It's not the clean slate everyone makes it out to be. It's messy, it's quiet, and it's full of grief for the life that you thought you'd be living by now. And if you're anything like me, you've probably asked yourself, shouldn't I be further along than this? But here's the thing, right? Healing doesn't follow a straight line. Some days it looks like dancing barefoot in the sun with your friends, and other days it looks like crying in the shower at 2 a.m. because everything still aches. We've all been there. And you know what? Both are healing. There's no gold star for moving on the fastest. There's no deadline for getting over it. Just moments, one after the other. And you've just got to choose what to do with each one. Sometimes that means sitting in a dark room and feeling the wave hit, just sitting in it. Or driving to Sidemen for a trip just to come and do a jewelry workshop. And in this one, I made 2 rings, keepsakes. 2 tiny little symbols that I'm still here. I wanted to make one that was a wave to represent the waves of grief and the waves of life, but also I made one just to represent my time in Bali, and I engraved it as well, because sometimes we just need to remember how far we've come, even on the hard days. Healing is slow and it's soft, and it's happening moment by moment. So I've been sat out here for the last hour in the garden of this beautiful villa, and it is gorgeous out here, guys. I I actually booked this place on a bit of a whim. I didn't like see it anywhere. It's not like somewhere I've had saved on Instagram or anything. I just saw it on booking.com and it looks beautiful, and I'm so glad that I booked it because it's gorgeous. I've just booked this like 1 bedroom villa, and look at the view. Sorry, like, are you kidding me? I've been reflecting a little bit and I'm feeling so thankful. And also, even though this feels a little bit uncomfortable to say sometimes, I'm feeling so proud of myself. Like, this time last year, I couldn't even drive a scooter. And today, I drove my scooter 2 hours across the island to come and stay here in Sidemen. And it was such a beautiful drive. I loved it. Like, that's my favorite feeling in the world. Like, headphones in, scooter drive, sun on my skin, all of that vibe. And yeah, it's just like the perfect representation of how much growth has happened in the last year. Like, even coming here alone, I never imagined that I'd be doing this. I never thought that I'd be capable. Like, don't get me wrong, I've always considered myself to be pretty independent. Like, I'm quite like confident in like eating at a restaurant alone, or just doing things by myself. But because I didn't have to, I was in a relationship for such a long time, I was so used to having somebody else around to do these kind of experiences with, and I wouldn't even consider really doing them alone. And I even find myself doing that now. Like, I have an amazing community and like support system of friends and content creators, and I often would opt to do this with somebody rather than come alone. And like, that comes with its pros and cons. Like, usually I just like to share experiences with someone, and sometimes I also get a little bit scared like staying in places by myself. But I have made it my mission this year to try and accomplish more things alone, because I know that I'm capable, I know that I enjoy it, and yeah, I just feel very proud that I've come and done this. And one thing is for sure, I am good at picking places to stay, but it is beautiful. I'm going to say it's a hidden gem because I've never seen it before, and I'm always doing my research of like hotels and best places to stay. And this place, I'll give you the name of it. I've probably given you the name of it already. It is gorgeous, and this view is completely uninterrupted. It's so quiet. I have my own space. The room is nice. So yeah, that is definitely a skill of mine, I have to say. So far, so good. Feeling very relaxed. I had such a nice time at the jewellery workshop earlier. It was 10 out of 10. Like, the location was gorgeous. The people there were so kind. And it was pretty quick. Like, within an hour and a half, I had 2 rings made. And I was able to engrave them. I actually engraved only one of them. And I decided to do gold plated because all the jewellery I wear is usually gold. So that was cool. I booked it via Get Your Guide, so I really recommend you check that out. I'll put all the links in the description. And tonight, I'm going to go for dinner at Salmon Via, which I've been to before. I've actually stayed there before. And this is interesting because the last time I stayed there, I was newly engaged. And I'm sure if you are recently going through heartbreak, or you've been through heartbreak, you'll understand when I say, like, it takes a lot of energy to revisit a lot of the places that you've been to before with somebody else, especially like creating new memories whilst retracing old steps. It can bring up a lot, and I actually did a lot of that already last year, so it's not new to me anymore to be doing that, but it is interesting, like, doing this over and over again. Like, you forget how many places you've been. But I loved Samavaya, and I loved the hotel, and the restaurant there was so good. I remember the food being excellent. So I'm going to take myself on a little solo date. I'm going to enjoy some good food. Hopefully we get a little sunset, and we're going to rewrite some of those memories. And those things, they always feel really hard at first. I can't lie. The first few times I had to do things like that, it was like, oh, a dagger going into my chest. But the more and more I've done it, the more and more I feel like I've set myself free from those experiences, those triggers, that now I've rewritten so many memories that they don't even really, it doesn't touch me anymore, which is healing and growth. So just a word to you guys, if any of you are going through that, it does get easier. I promise it does. Anyway, I'm going to get ready for dinner now, and I'll take you with me to Salmon Via, and yeah, then I'll wrap it up for the night. and I'll probably be up bright and early because I know the sun is going to rise over there. So yeah, let's go. No guys, listen to these sounds. When I'm driving around by myself, I like to make sure that I wear a shirt just to cover up a little. It's nicer in the local neighborhoods to do that. And I've got a cute little outfit on underneath, but it just helps me to also feel a little bit safer, not so exposed, because there aren't so many tourists around here. So just a little tip if you're planning on visiting. Oh my gosh, this place has changed so much. Last time I stayed here, they didn't even have this big reception area, so I was a bit lost. The lady was like, "Is this way?" But now I recognize where I am, so let's go to dinner. So you wouldn't believe it, out of the whole place, I got put on the table where me and my ex sat when we came here. And I was gonna film it and I was like, no, like you can ask to move, you can ask things to make yourself more comfortable. There's no need for unnecessary suffering. So I asked to move tables and it's kind of empty in here anyway, so feeling a lot better about that. But I am excited because the menu here is insane. I already know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the chicken satay because I've had it before and it was really good. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this dinner. It's beautiful in here and it feels good to be back actually. I love this place and I always recommend it to people, so I'm gonna enjoy a little romantic dinner for them. Bright and early and I have been out here since about 6:30 watching the sunrise over the hills. It was so beautiful this morning and there was such a clear view of Mount Agung as well, which was amazing. Yeah, I've been out here watching the sunrise, had a little bit of breakfast and it was really beautiful. And I really appreciate a slow morning. Like, based on all the things that I've been talking to you guys about, I feel like taking things slow and having a slow morning has contributed so much to my healing journey because I'm learning to stay rooted in the present. I think I've spoken about that before on my channel, but something that I'm really working on is trying to stay rooted in the now more rather than concentrating on the future too much, and building little routines that I enjoy really help with that. So I tend to wake up every day and journal straight away, read my book. At the moment I'm reading The Pivot Year, which is really good. It's just one little page every single day that gives you a little message. Have a nice coffee and then I usually start my day. Sometimes I meditate. Like, I haven't got completely consistent on that yet, but when I do it I feel really good. But yeah, slow morning routines, just the art of slow in general, appreciating small little moments, soaking them in. I feel it the most and I feel my nervous system is calmed the most when I'm on my scooter and I'm listening to music and I'm just driving. Like, that for me is the art of slow and I love it, and it's really helped me to like calm down and breathe and appreciate the present moment. But yeah, throughout my journey of self-discovery, self-love, I've definitely found that doing those little routines, just pouring into myself in little ways, has helped a lot. And I feel like those are things that I'm not gonna stop doing for the rest of my life, to be honest. Anyway, I've got a rush to get ready because I'm going to a cooking class this morning. Balinese cooking class. I think we're doing 5 dishes and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to drive there now. Should be fun and I'll let you know how it goes. So I've just quickly got ready and I thought I'd do a little fit check. So this is what I'm wearing today. For the cooking class, I've just got a simple black halter because I don't want to wear white today in case anything splashes. And then I've got these shorts that I got in Bangkok in Chatuchak Market. I love them, they're so unique, and I've been wearing them a lot lately because they're really comfortable, especially in the hot weather. And I think when you've got like a bit of a girly top and jewellery, then they look a bit more girly. And yeah, this is my outfit for the day. I need to rush, I'm so late. Okay, right, what do I actually need? I don't know, let's go. That drive up here was so nice. It took about 20 minutes and I drove all through the hills and the view was insane. I'm hoping I'll be able to show you on the way down. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. But I've made it to the cooking class. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to show up and then we're gonna start. But it's really nice, like we're surrounded by trees and they've got all the ingredients ready to go. I don't know what we're cooking yet. I'll tell you as we go along, but it's cool. Like it's a proper wood fire over there. Feels very rustic. Katut was chopping up the wood just now. I love it. And actually there's a property here called Bird Hills, which is gorgeous. So I'm hoping to maybe come and stay here next time because I love the location. And the road was just so lit to drive on. Vibey playlist, as I was telling you, that's like my favorite thing to do. But imagine I was driving and then I'm just looking out and all I can see is rice fields, mountains, palm trees. It was beautiful. So yeah, hopefully I'll show you a bit of that on the way down. But yeah, cooking class is about to start and I'll let you know what we're cooking. You know, Ketu?
Yes, I am.
What are we cooking today?
Oh, we cook Balinese food.
Yeah.
All the Balinese food.
All Balinese food.
Banana stem soup.
Banana stem soup.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
Chicken satay.
Chicken satay. Oh, my favorite.
And mixed vegetable we call sayur urap.
Yeah. What's it?
Sayur urap.
Sayur gurap.
Urap.
Kurap.
Urap.
Okay.
And then dessert is black porridge or bubur tinggi.
Black porridge. So we're doing 5 dishes, all Balinese.
And also we cook rice.
Rice as well.
Of course. However, in Bali,
Goes with everything, isn't it? Chicken satay gonna be with peanut sauce?
chicken satay in Bali that we call satay lili.
Satay
It's
lili.
without, but I will prepare.
Yay!
We make it peanut sauce.
Oh, I love peanut sauce. Okay, sounds good. Can't wait. It's gonna be good.
Hello, welcome to the jungle.
And what's your name?
I'm Nova.
Nova.
Nice to meet you.
Just over a year ago, when everything first fell apart for me, I didn't see a way forward. The pain felt permanent, and I'd never felt anything like it. It was like nothing could ever feel good again. And for me, I was quite an optimistic person, so it was super scary. I'd wake up in the morning with a really heavy feeling in my chest and just wonder if this version of me, the one who felt so lost and sad, was just who I was now. But slowly, and I mean slowly, things started to move. Not in huge ways, but in tiny ones. Like getting up and making the bed. Like waking up and speaking to a friend on the phone. And letting the sun touch my skin for just more than a minute. At first, it all felt pointless. Like, what's the point in any of this? And I know we've all been there. But over time, those small moments started to stitch something back together within me. Not my old life, the one that I was grasping for, but a new sense of self. One that was softer, more real and authentic, and somehow even stronger. What are we doing with this food?
This we're gonna grill.
Yeah,
Of
like
course
this.
with fire. If not fire, it's not cooking. But with slow motion.
Okay.
Slow but sure. Okay guys?
I'm
This is
excited for this.
what we call chicken satay lili from Bali. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's beautiful. Biri biri biri. Bara biri, bara bara bara. Biri biri biri. Bara bara biri biri bara biri.
So we've just had a little look around at the properties here at Bird Hills and they're cool. I definitely couldn't stay here alone. They're too exposed to the elements for me. I think I'd be freaked out, but I'd love to come and shoot here. Or stay with someone and we can scream together. Anyway, we're done with the cooking, so now, best part, we get to eat. So it's time to feast on all the things that we've cooked. Looking forward to it. I'm hungry. Making offerings to nature, to the fire,
this
and to the
you can
gods.
do one. This is, yeah, just like take and give. We take from the nature, we give to the nature.
So where do I put it in front
One on the top fire, yes. Two of it. Yeah.
It's gone back to...
Yeah, it's come back from nature back to the nature. It's true.
The grey space, that in between, it can be terrifying. It's the part where nothing feels clear at all. But it's also where presence lives. And presence is where you stop holding your breath for the future and what's going to come along and start noticing the sun on your skin again. And listen, if you're in it right now, the trench, the ache, the fog, I know it feels really dark there. And you're not alone. And trust me, you are not broken. You're becoming. Which to me is just so powerful, and it's been such a powerful realization on my own journey. And it's kind of sad because you don't always feel that until you've gone through it. But connection will carry you to yourself, to others, to nature, to anything that reminds you of what's real. So if you can do anything, please keep leaning into the light, even if it's just a flicker, because I'm telling you, that's where the transformation begins. And I really want you to know, I'm not fully healed, and I don't think healing is something that you can tick off a list or complete, but I am learning to hold the hard days with more softness, and to meet the quiet moments without needing them to be louder, and to trust that something is still being built, even when it doesn't look or feel like progress. And if you're in that in-between space as well, a little unsure, a little cracked open, then you're not alone. And there's no rush to fix it. Just stay close to what makes you feel grounded, and the light will meet you there. Trust me.